Well, you are live, though.
So, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Hear me now.
I think we're live.
The video has no sound. Just
Yeah.
wait.
But it will soar shortly, right?
Let me just see. Keep talking.
I'm
Tell
talking.
me a story.
I'm talking.
Uh,
Goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you can hear us.
Yeah.
So we now have a new setup here. Actually, right there. That's where we're looking now. We're not looking here.
Oh, I look way better, though, if I look at myself than in the camera. Let's be
Yeah.
honest here.
So I think, should I move the camera over a little?
Yeah, because I feel
Okay.
like I'm off. Oh, someone already said something. Good morning, Lori. How are you this morning?
Boy, oh boy.
And Glenda is watching. Good morning. Oh, wow. You really moved it over.
Yeah, there we go. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That works. And as long as you are going to fit in, which you should.
Yeah.
It is a cold morning here this morning, you guys. It's like 9 degrees and windy. I can hear and see you. You look great. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's cold and windy outside and overcast and
our prison sentence is sort of
we're
done.
free.
We are
Except
free.
it's too cold to go anywhere.
Yeah, well, it's kind
We're
of one
really
of those
not.
things.
We really don't have cold, windy, and wet there too. We're almost like neighbors, except for you're like a whole province away, Lori.
What do you mean?
Lori Gall is
Yeah.
in Saskatchewan. She said it's cold, windy, and wet there too.
Oh, okay, good.
So
Well, good. I'm looking up there now. Oh my gosh! I keep forgetting. We have to look to the
because
camera.
This whole 2 weeks we've been looking at the laptop.
Yeah. Well, no,
camera.
actually, we look at the
Oh,
cell
your
phone.
phone. That's right.
And now that
make
I
it
have-
lower so we don't have to change it. It's hard to look into a camera.
No, it's not. I'm looking into the camera. Now I'm not. Now I am. Now I'm not. I've got the workout pretty much straightened out now.
Oh, I still want to punch him this morning, you guys.
Yeah.
Awesome memorial last night.
Thank you, Pastor Freddie.
It was beautiful. It was very well attended.
Yeah, I can't
Lots
believe how
of
many
beautiful
people came.
comments. A few
Technical glitches.
John's camera actually overheated.
That was weird.
So we had some
that's actually,
problem.
I'm going to fix this so it doesn't overheat now.
And so we had a little bit of problems that way, but otherwise it was quite lovely.
Yeah.
Such beautiful things were said about my dad.
He was a great guy. Come
which
on.
doesn't surprise any of us,
No,
but still,
not at
it's
all.
nice to know that everybody else feels the same way about him that we do. Your family was amazing last night.
Hi, Terry. How is the sound? Because we're using a different microphone. We're using a different mic. I bought this microphone here for the funeral.
Well,
the
he says it was for the
celebration.
celebration, but he really bought it for himself.
No.
Let's be real, you guys.
So no, it's a 180 degree mic, and it does get the whole sound. But yeah, no editing. Oh my gosh, that was craziness. It was live. But the
Live,
cool thing
yeah.
is, I own that software. I bought that software a year ago, and we just haven't used it. So yesterday was the first time to use it.
Sound is perfect. Thanks, Glenda.
Oh, great.
Sound is great. And Lori had also said, can't wait till we are neighbors in Mexico. I know, it'll be so much warmer to have coffee. I asked my daughter, went upstairs for the coffee this morning, and I said, why do you live here?
Yeah.
I mean, not here at my mom's, but in general.
Yeah.
It's just so yucky. Oh, Shay's watching. Hi, Shay. I was just talking about you.
Thanks, Terry. Actually, you know what I can do now? I should
And
be able to.
Kristen. Good morning, Kristen. How are you?
No, I can't bring these comments on. I have to go through a different program. So yeah, I see an issue here. There's 17 people watching right now. So
Wow.
good morning.
There's a lot of people that don't have anything better to do on a Saturday morning.
Happy Saturday. Please say hello so we can say hello right back to you.
Yeah.
But I think, were we going to breakfast this morning?
Well, if my mom wants to, but it's just so cold and yucky.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, we don't normally eat breakfast. So
Yeah. My daughter, so Mackenzie, is the AGM of a Canadian brew house here in Edmonton. So, I was just reading Glenda's comment. But anyways,
Morning,
we'll go
Penny.
to Glenda's comment in a second. So she told us that we should come
Hello,
for
Mark.
brunch this morning because she is working. She's opening this morning, so we'll see. And
Glenda's going to her first hair appointment in an hour.
Oh, I'm so jealous, Glenda.
Yeah.
So jealous.
It's funny because Christie's hair actually looks pretty good. There's a little bit of gray in there, but she doesn't do anything with it. It kind of pulls it off.
Kind of pulls it off.
She kind of pulls it off.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of gray in my hair. At least a year I haven't dyed it. Maybe longer.
No, and I think it's better. It looks good, and people always comment on it.
Yeah, I'm going gray nice like my dad did. Not nearly as young. He was gray, I think, before he was 30.
Yeah.
And actually, none of us have got that gray. Like my brothers, they're graying. I think I have more gray than maybe Rod has more.
But
gray.
your dad was a firefighter. I mean, that's got to age you. And he had you guys as kids.
Well, it was my brothers.
Yes.
I was perfect. Ask them.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't.
No.
So I can say anything.
I've said to her parents they should have spanked you more. And they're like, we had no time with Rod. We had no time.
Now, it's only fun if Rod's on.
Hello, Kristen.
Martini. Shirley Martinez. Apparently, I want a martini. Not for breakfast, though. That would be weird.
Oh, fantastic. Kristen, this is her last day of working. So then they're retired after today.
Good job.
Good for you
Are you going to
guys.
spend more time down in La Cruz then?
I think they're in Mita, aren't they? I think you're in Mita.
Oh, yeah, maybe. No, well, I don't know where you guys live, Kristen, when you're here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mita.
Okay. She can tell us. She'll
See,
tell us.
Oh, thanks, Glenda. Our hair kind of matches, she said. Yeah, gray and gray.
Yeah.
And what's this? Sevi's martinis were the best? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
yes,
they were
Mita.
very good.
Yes, Mita. See, I was right.
Okay. John's so smart.
Not really. It's just someday I know a thing or two.
Yeah.
But yes, Christy really did enjoy those martinis at Sevi's, Glenda.
Yeah, perfect dirty martinis.
Yeah, so the funeral is over, and oh my gosh, I spent so much time. And thank you, Glenda, for noticing that we were able to pull people in from all over.
Yeah.
That was the magic of the software, too.
And that was very cool, because we did a little bit of a practice. There were a few...
A little bit?
A lot of practice. There were a few technical things to work out with the other people, because they had to make sure that their microphone was on, their camera was on, stuff like that. But once we got that...
Yeah, it's way easier than Zoom. Zoom, you have to install software. You can do it from the browser, but they kind of really like you to use their platform. With this, you just log into any HTML5, which is it doesn't matter. It's a techie thing. But it's a web browser with HTML5, which most do. Then it just automatically works. So if you've got a camera and you got a microphone, it just works. So that was the beauty of it. We had a few issues when I think we had 2 or 3 people that we were trying to make work.
Well, but some people, it was their equipment that wasn't working. It wasn't it was, so...
Oh, no, actually, no, there was one time because we had this microphone on here. When I was trying to listen to them, I couldn't hear them, but I just had to change the mic to our local mic, and it worked. So yesterday, while you guys were watching it on the internet, if you were watching it on the internet, we were watching it on the TV. So we had the HDMI go out from the laptop to the TV while I was kind of doing all of the stuff. And Spencer and Matt were the moderators, and they just kind of let people chat or do whatever and chatted with them. It was lovely. It was great. It worked.
Yeah, it would be something that I don't ever want to have to do again.
Yeah, but I think it'd be very interesting for somebody to create a business that does online funerals at people's houses, because you can come in with $2,000, $1,500, even $1,000 worth of equipment and be able to pull it off. Mind you, you're going to need your internet, which if you're in Mexico, you've got 20 gigs or whatever you can get.
Good uploads. And
good uploads, especially. You've got up to 40 gigs a second. Not 40 gigs, 40 megs a second upload.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. All you need is a 2 meg upload, and you can do this. So it actually works very well, and I think that's a good opportunity for somebody.
Kristen was saying she kept typing Mita, and it came out Muta.
Yes.
And then
Monica... Terry had it on her TV, and hello, Monica. Thank you. We will hopefully see you while we're here. Would be great. We're going to hit some farmers markets and stuff. Just not today.
Just not today. Today's not really farmers market weather.
You have cousins coming over, which is lovely.
My cousins are coming over this afternoon, so we'll have a visit with them. I haven't seen them probably since we had that little Oh, my mom's 70th, maybe?
Maybe.
They were there at my mom's 70th. So,
Yeah, that was fun. It was a fun 70th.
Yeah.
I wish I could play the video.
oh my goodness.
Because we walk in.
It was a surprise.
It was
for
a
my
surprise.
mom.
And
And it's probably not the smartest thing to surprise someone on their 70th birthday.
Yeah. So what ended up happening was we were driving and her mom was trying to park. Now everybody there was related and she knew their vehicles and stuff. So I'm saying just park here, just park here. And she's like, "This isn't Mexico. You can't just park
anywhere."
Anywhere." And I'm like, "Please just do it. If
Because we
there's
were
a
kind
problem."
of parked behind someone else's car, which we knew whose car it was. She wasn't paying attention to the vehicles because she thought we were going to a big, a church, or not a church, but
It was a hall.
community
Like a
hall garage sale.
It was a garage sale, community garage sale. No signage at all.
No,
But she didn't know.
she
So-
wasn't. She wasn't driving, was she?
She was driving. No, she was driving.
Oh, okay.
So then we walk in, and you have to understand, it's all her family and friends. All of the people
Mark
in there.
is on. Good morning, Mark.
And she goes and she holds her purse and kind of goes into the corner. It was so
And
funny.
she looked at me like someone was going to kill her.
Yeah, it was so funny.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
The video is quite entertaining.
Yeah.
We had a good laugh. It was a great day.
It was a great
for
day.
her 70th.
So many people. Her family is really cool. I mean, when
Yeah.
it's time to get together, man, they can get together.
Yeah, we had actually when we were here in September, we had a big one at the hall out here at South Cooking Lake for my dad. Kind of a mix of for my dad and for us because we were visiting.
Yes.
Mostly for my dad. And it was awesome, and a whole bunch of family showed up, so it was really, really nice.
Yeah. Hello, Mark.
One of my
I didn't see
cousins.
you there.
No.
Christie did. So
One of my cousins organized it. Stop talking. Okay, start talking again.
Yeah, so that was a great event too. So whenever we come, it's always this time that people do stuff together, and I think is it a coincidence or is it because we're here?
Well, it's a mixture, and it's summer. Well, sort of summer. It doesn't feel like summer,
No.
but they tell us, it's
summer.
not actually technically summer yet. Summer doesn't start until
June 21st or 22nd,
Yeah,
which is
21st, I think.
which is
right?
the longest day of the year here. I mean, it probably is everywhere. I don't know, but it is already at 4:30 in the morning. You can
It's
start to
getting light.
read
Yeah.
out there. It's not full brightly yet at 4:30, but you can read out there. So very
Well,
interesting.
you guys all know what it's like in northern Alberta. Well, not
Yeah.
all of you, but lots of you.
And it's going to get up
Good
to
morning, Doug.
about 11 o'clock at night, even maybe a little later. You can still read a book outside. So from 4 in the morning till 11 at night, you can read outside. It's amazing. I mean, it's a long time to read.
And it's cold most
is
of that
cold,
time.
yeah.
There's like maybe an hour in between there that it's nice, but
That is one thing we love about Mexico that was different here because we're so far north that when you go to read at nighttime when it gets dark, it's cold. Whereas
Here.
in here, but in Mexico when it's dark, it's still nice. So you can still wear a t-shirt at 1 o'clock in the morning in January in Mexico. I love that.
Well,
I mean, I don't think I'd wear a t-shirt anymore. We're kind of used to it. So we get cold like the locals do.
I was gonna say January and February can be coolish.
Yeah, but
at
when we were
night.
new in Mexico,
Oh yeah,
It was
we
like
laughed
we're-
at people that wore sweaters.
yeah, it was very funny.
Yeah.
Morning, Doug. So it is going to be a fantastic day because we get to leave the basement. Although we're still in the basement, and we still
could
sleep
have
in the
done-
basement.
Well, yeah, but that's where our bedroom is. It would be weird
Yeah.
to sleep anywhere else.
Yeah, it is.
Could ask my mom. She's got a whole big king size bed.
Yeah. So yesterday,
Yeah.
I didn't listen, and now that I've listened, it's
I
like,
know.
no,
You
it's
were
not happening.
You were totally not paying attention to me at all. And
No.
you're sitting right beside me. People, see what I have to deal with all the time. Looking at the camera, John, just so they know how angry I am.
She's angry.
I'm
can
not
tell.
really
She's
angry.
not. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's very tough,
Me too, I love that. I was going to say freedom.
Yes, thank you, Lori. Freedom.
Yeah, it is. But really, it's too cold to really do anything.
It is.
Although, you know what?
Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Rob. This too will pass, and it will not rain forever, I hope.
Was it Rob and Deb that just made you cry?
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks for making my wife cry.
Yeah.
You and your wife.
Deb
just-
said nice things, and it made me cry.
Yeah. So she shouldn't have read it before we went on here.
Oh, I'm okay.
Mind you, nobody knew you were crying until I just told them.
Well, yeah, you're such a tattletale.
Christy cried a lot last night. I think last night would have been a good time to invest in like Kleenex or something because there's a lot going on. And even the kids were crying. It was so sweet and adorable.
My two little nieces, they're 10 and 8, and
but even the boys were crying. But the girls, they were really.
But yeah, I was doing okay. I was holding it together until I looked down and I saw my nieces with red eyes and tears, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
It was
that
so
kind of
sweet.
did it. It was a very nice tribute though last night. Really, it's not the same as being all together where you can actually hug your family and all that kind of stuff. Although we were all here as a family, my brothers and their kids, and
But Zach and Chuita.
Unfortunately, and the girls are in Mexico.
They don't have passports and they can't.
The kids
fly.
don't have passports,
and because they can't fly directly to Canada because of the flights, they have to go through the States, and in the States you need permission. I mean, for anybody, we take so much for granted as Canadians, and just the things that you can do with a Canadian passport that the Mexicans can't do.
Yeah, so Chuita would have to, and all the other, and the girls, until they get Canadian passports, they have to buy American visas, even just to transfer. They won't let them, so it's...
Hi, Velvet. Good morning. Glenda. Yes, you cried when Zach cried, yeah. And also, it was awesome when Taylor was going, please, 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 please. And she just wouldn't stop, and Zach's like, yeah, she doesn't know.
Obviously, she doesn't know what's going on, and she never actually physically met my dad.
No,
she saw him.
That's sad.
Via video and chatted with him quite a few times, but never actually had the chance to meet him. And
so yesterday, we showed you when Amberlynn was watching us do our coffee time.
I just showed you the picture on my phone.
She just showed you. So then after, when they watched the video, Christy and her mom cried. Because Amberlynn's only 5 months old, but she knows who we are. She knows when she sees us on the computer or whatever, it's us. And she's just smiling and talking to us.
And giggling.
And watching. It was great. Cute. It really was fantastic.
I miss my little grandbabies. I tell you what, 2 weeks, that's so far. It's a long time, and we're going to be here for a bit more. So
Terry says, even in BC, it's not very warm, nasty spring. And then Velvet, morning, I shed some tears for sure. Yes, we all shed tears last night. Well, I was so focused on everything else that it was tough. But yeah, it was good. It was good watching everybody and hearing the stories. The stories were great.
And my dad's firefighter friends definitely were careful about the stories they told.
Yes, because there are stories. And I think some of them may have been illegal. Especially when you're working for the city. And back in that day, you used to have to dress up. You used to have to leave the house. You could not go to a bar in a fireman's uniform. Yeah. And I mean, they wore suits and stuff. I mean, it is crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty formal.
It was. And nowadays, I don't think it is. I think they said it was considerably less formal.
I don't know what they wear now. If they wear those same dress shirts and ties or
pajamas. Well, maybe they wear pajamas. They
do get to sleep. That's kind of, Glenn made us laugh a lot when he talked about working all day and then fighting fires all night.
It's like,
to be honest, firemen sleep a lot at the fire hall. That's why they have beds there.
Yeah, they do. They sleep a lot. A lot.
At least they did back then.
And Christy's dad would only get hurt playing at the fire hall, never working at the fire hall.
And that's not true. He did get hurt a couple times, but thank God never seriously.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, they would have water fights, and they were. My dad was very much a teaser and a practical joker, and so he loved, like Glenn's story about the birthday thing and the pie. Yeah, he had those, especially the rookies. They had them terrified. Absolutely terrified. Yeah. And one of the things that I thought was kind of cool, and I was reminded of it when we were going through some of his stuff. My dad has his ice rescue certification. And they actually had to rappel into the North Saskatchewan River. Well, my dad doesn't swim, but he never learned how to swim, but he still got that certification because he wanted it, and he wanted to do it to further his career because he retired as a captain. So at 55, He retired very young from the fire department. But yeah, it was pretty amazing. You know, just what he did. Always what he did.
Yeah.
Good morning, Leanne.
So that software that we used, we will use it more now that I've used it a bit. I kind of like it. It's good software.
Well, and that'll allow us to interview people better while we're here back home too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the other thing I was reading this morning, and I always have trouble with this, it's when food expires. How to read those labels. So that might be something that would be fun to discuss too. Just not today because we've already been on for a half an hour almost, but because that's always confused me. And is when it says best before, is it expiring? Should you chuck it?
I think best before means you eat the best before. So that way you'd have your dessert and your cake first.
No.
No? You sure?
Positive.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
No. Anyways, and you know, drug labels and when those really do expire,
We're not doctors.
Not drug, like prescription drugs. I wouldn't mess with those babies, but Tylenol and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The pharmacy or the companies put those dates on it, so you keep buying new stuff, you guys.
It is true. Yeah, and we like this. Scott doesn't think
they have-
anything expires. They have cheesies there.
He thinks it's optional. Yes. Yeah. I have been, my kids bought me a bag of cheesies. My mom actually, when she went to Costco with my brother, she, excuse me, bought a big bag of cheesies. The little individual packs. They say that's a serving. I think that's like an appetizer for your snack. They're small, those little packages.
So, Terry, your best before idea with the expiry date is for flavor. Tylenol doesn't taste any better when it expires, or worse. So, yeah, I'm just teasing. But yeah, food, definitely. But yeah, we're reading here because the military and those guys, they're constantly churning. But apparently Tylenol lasts 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I don't know. Please don't hold me to that. But it is one of these numbers that is so crazy that, you know, it's crazy.
McDonald's fries.
Yes. Yes.
Best before is not an expiry date. It just means it's best before the date flavor-wise. Yeah. No, and I know that, but it's just kind of interesting to read to figure out what these labels all really mean. And there's the pack by date and there's this date. And
unless we go to our parents' house, like my parents or your parents, and see like 3-year-old. Oh. It's expired 3 years old.
Well, my mom had some sauces and powders that Shay and we checked. The sauces, some of them we did throw out because they were like from 2016. But some of the powders, I Googled it. Like,
and should you eat anything that expired 4 years ago? Really?
But onion soup mix and stuff that's dry?
I don't know. I just don't know if I guess because people eat canned rations 20, 30 years.
And I Googled it while Shay and I were doing that one cupboard. And it does say that stuff is fine. It might not be as flavorful, but it's still fine. So.
And Google never lies, folks. Google is true about everything.
I don't know why you have to be so sarcastic.
Yeah, that's just what I do. So I think...
Eat the best before. Yeah, Mark, I'm not going to take your word on this. You and John are like brothers.
Yeah. So it is a good idea, Mark. I think dessert, everything first. And then you have... Vegetables are so low on my list. And really, they should be a little higher. Because when we were traveling in Phoenix that one time, I needed vegetables so bad. Because we were eating out every day. I said to Christy, let's just go to Walmart and get a whole bunch of vegetables. And
that's what we did. That and some cheese. And
yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I remember never craving vegetables more in my entire life. So I think we're done for today. Mm-hmm. But it was great to see you that came on last night.
It's all about the dollars. I agree, Terry. I agree 100%.
It is about the money.
Yeah.
Everything in this world, follow the money. What's going on in the States?
We were doing so good. We were doing so good.
It's always follow the money. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Follow the money. Follow the money.
Best before, not rotten by.
Thanks, Doug. You're right. It is not rotten. But you know what?
But then for some things, how do you know that you shouldn't eat them?
Like if you left it out on the counter for any length of time and then you put it in, the date doesn't mean anything because it could be less than the date if it's
I mean, yes, if stuff that is supposed to be refrigerated is not refrigerated, even the best before date is not going to last because or be valid because you're not doing what you're supposed to do with said products.
So what would you guys eat that would be expired? Would you eat, this is the question. Would you eat salad dressing that expired 3 years ago? It's been in the fridge the whole time.
Okay, but you have to specify. Is it an oil-based salad dressing or is it a cream-based salad dressing?
Okay, yeah. But even
there's
oil.
two different. Cream-based? No, I wouldn't.
No? How about oil or cream? Would you care? Would you eat an oil-based salad dressing that expired 3 years ago? That was opened 3 years ago. And it says expires in 3 years. It expired 3 years ago.
I probably wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Not something, unless it's just like, well, it depends. I guess it depends on what the ingredients are. I think.
Yeah, Velvet ketchup, says nope.
Twinkies.
Mark ketchup, Terry ketchup. Twinkies for Mark, good. Yeah, I eat Twinkies.
Twinkies.
Ketchup, and then it turned into ketchup. I think your thumbs are excited,
Pickles,
Terry.
oh yeah.
Pickles? You would eat pickles. Pickles
because they're in vinegar and they're fermented. But,
if they're fermented properly, I think they go.
But pickles do go bad because I've had unless they were just bad to begin with. Yeah, but I've had pickles that were. I like crunchy.
Conflict, yes.
I like crunchy pickles. What's marital conflict?
Yeah.
Deb would try it first. John tries to make me try it first.
Yeah, I'm not going to try it first. If she dies, it's over. I'm not going to have it. But if she doesn't die, I'm probably still not going to have it, but at least I got her to try it. I feel good about that. You've got Bailey's in there. I can smell it. And you've got a lot of coffee and Bailey's in there. Okay,
it's
so yes, so Terry's in her car. So that's why your thumbs are spelling wrong, because you're in the car and not on this.
Not on a this?
This.
Not
a
on
piano.
A this? You're doing this,
you're
not on a this?
Yeah, she knows. She knows.
She knows. Terry knows everything. Ask her kids.
Yes. So it worked this day. He's cheap. Scott eats it and tries to make him. He's cheap. I love that, Velvet. I'm not going to eat anything. The problem is I'm so finicky.
John has got, I will say, he's gotten a lot better since we moved to Mexico. You get rid of a lot of your hang-ups in Mexico. Or it makes them even worse. Thankfully, John got rid of a lot of them.
Yeah, I'll eat stuff.
I will still not eat cereal with ants in it, though. I draw the line. I don't eat cereal, but, Zach and John have done it.
Yeah, you could need extra. I like that, Doug. Common sense. You could just need extra toilet paper. That's it. Because it goes through you.
Gross.
It's not gross.
Sure it is.
No, we all go to the bathroom.
No, I don't mean about that. I mean eating expired food and your worst, that's what you think might be worse. You could get food poisoning.
I think you could die, actually, if it's too bad. We are so absolutely...
I did make the Baileys, Rob, but we didn't have any eggs left, so I made it eggless, and I think that the eggs probably make it...
Body. I think
give it body. So we're going to make another batch, and we're going to try eggs and see. Because I had a recipe when I asked for a recipe that didn't have eggs. So, and because I didn't have the eggs, we did that recipe first. But now that we have eggs again, I'm going to try Deb's recipe because, it's really thin. And you feel like it should just be thicker. And Rosemary, there's that matching shirt again. We didn't bring a lot of clothes with us, Rosemary.
I got 5 shirts, 6 shirts.
John brought 6 t-shirts.
And because we're going to buy more.
Yeah, we do plan on doing some shopping. Hopefully, if we... Well, I guess we're done.
We can go shopping.
We're done.
Why don't we just go shopping right now? Let's go shopping right now. Guys, I need to get out of this house. Just for this. Just to go shopping, I need to be in a vehicle. Christie's got her license. So it's kind of like she's my driver. So it's just like Mexico. Except when we go on long trips. I do the driving. If it's short trips, she does driving.
Except this year.
Yeah, because, in Canada.
Yeah.
But normally it's because I like the long drives. But the thing is that she's getting... I don't like driving in the city because I get very frustrated. But I think I get frustrated a lot less than she does. Because she talks a lot.
But I like it. I like bitching at the other drivers.
She talks a lot to the other drivers.
It's venting.
But they
Your
can't hear her.
lockdown must be over soon. Today, Rosemary, we're done.
Yes.
We are not. And actually, so why are we doing it down here? I guess because all the equipment is set up here. My mom won't let us leave it upstairs. She likes a really clean house.
She does. She's like her when we're at the house.
Yeah. And if I had my preference, I wouldn't let him leave all this stuff around either, but it's too much work to set up every day.
So Brienne, she takes time to fix her eyes.
How do you look so pretty? Brienne, I'm just naturally... I just got it, babe. I'm sorry. Brienne's my cousin, and she
Made everybody cry.
She made everybody cry last night. She did a tribute to my dad. We had two of my cousins, one from one side of the family and one from the other side of the family, and Brienne did it for the Verhall side of the family, my mom's side.
She was.
She's just an amazing girl, and
she is an amazing. You
loved
are
my
amazing,
dad.
Brienne. Everybody loves you. You are amazing.
So I can't wait to see you, hun. When are you going to come visit?
Well, we can go to Calgary. I have no problem with that.
Oh, I know, but but we'll have to wait till the truck gets fixed. There's only one vehicle right now here. Yeah. We can't unless we want to rent a car.
Why did we let your mom get her eyesight back?
I know, right? If she couldn't see, she wouldn't need her car.
No. All right, we're done. So, guys, this is just a bonus day. It's Saturday. We've got new equipment to test out, so thank you very much for that.
Yeah, we kind of do every other Saturday. It depends on what we've got going on. Because of COVID, well, we only started this because of the COVID.
The COVID. Yeah, it's all ridiculous, guys.
But
I'm glad that you're here.
Okay, there you go.
So yeah, today is non-bitch day. Can we say that?
You just did.
It's non-bitch day.
You said it twice now.
Quit bitching about it. Man.
All right, guys.
Yeah. Remember, love each other. Love everybody. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your spouse's face.
Which I think is really not fair.
And what else? I don't know. Just thanks for checking in, guys. We really do appreciate and love you guys.
Oh, you guys, next week we're wanting to give you time as a family together. It's been 2 weeks, Brienne. We've had enough time.
We've had enough time.
And lots of good things have happened because of COVID. You're right.
It is.
There are some good things that have happened, and COVID wouldn't have been as frustrating had my dad not taken the turn, even back in March, closer to the beginning, when we were first thinking of, I was probably going to come down.
We're doing the Canadian thing.
What?
We're supposed to be saying
I know,
goodbye.
but Terry made a comment, and I just wanted to address it.
Other people will make comments, and we're just going to stay here all day.
Okay.
Don't keep us here all day.
But anyways, so it was frustrating because I had planned on coming much earlier, but because they were threatening to close down the borders, I couldn't.
The flights.
The flights were getting canceled, and I wasn't willing to take the risk to get caught here and not be able to get back to Mexico.
When somebody says good things have happened, we don't need to answer everything now.
Okay.
Okay, bye guys. Love you. Bye.
Hope we can connect. Love.